So did you watch that? Well, you gave it to me, so I'm assuming you watched it. That Corsair walkthrough,
Yeah, it looks good.
bro.
It's I don't know. Like I have a feeling it'll have terrible shields, and
Yeah.
it'll just yeah, of course it will, because they really lean into this like, oh, Drake is this kind of awful. I don't know. It's weird. Like it's like they've decided that Drake is one particular thing, and
I'm in love with that ship, dude. Seeing that ship, just like, oh, everything about it, dude. The co-pilot seat thing, the the galley, like the common space, the just everything about it, dude, was just like, yeah, that's my vessel. You know what I mean? That's what I want to go do a long journey in. That thing is so freaking. I can't wait, dude. I'm gonna. So when does the flight week? Like, when do we get to fly it?
soon I think.
Isn't
In fact,
it?
you can fly it on the PTU now,
Well, yeah, I never do that.
which is what everybody's been doing. But I don't know. I think it's the end of the. It's soon, just like within the next week or so.
Oh, dude, I'm totally streaming that. I know it's gonna be a headache, but if I could just get in that thing and check it out. And then, like, the back looks like it could take the mining Jeep or whatever the ATV thing. Not the ATV, the you know what I mean, the little mining planet side Jeep thingy.
Yeah,
Right?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Sorry, I'm. This is ridiculous.
What?
This like really broken ridiculous.
With the AI
There's
spawn?
stuff spawning in my base. And okay, I got a bear, a mower, 3 wolves. That's fucking stupid.
In your base?
Literally outside of it,
Oh wow.
like on my doorstep.
Yeah.
I've just killed 5 wolves, 4 mowers, and the bear's just spawned. Fucking stupid. I'm fucking pissed off now.
Yeah, they definitely need to work on how AI spreads and stuff. Like, it seems like they have it congested in certain areas and then not in other areas. You know what I mean? Like, if you decide to build a base somewhere, you're at the mercy of like spawn
It's like they've
points.
got you got a couple of spawn points, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like, that's fucking lazy, man.
Yeah.
And my fucking bed is not set as a spawn point.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it is, okay. But now what? What the fuck am I supposed to do now? So annoyed. Okay, I'll try and keep my mouth shut while you're streaming.
No, you're good, man. You're good. So, the turning wood thing. So I have that. Oh, I guess that's on your person. Yeah. So I wish I could do that, but I can't, sadly, because I don't have any talent points.
You have to unlock it. So it's weird. You have to unlock it in the tech tree and as a talent.
Well, I've already got it as a talent. I had it, but I think what they did is they made that not a thing anymore, I want to say, and like it can be a thing that you do on your person now with that talent point, I think, because I got rid of it to get points for the cooking thing. I don't have that anymore, but I could still do it in the carpentry bench. So either I was
Everyone can
grandfathered
do it in the
in, or,
carpentry bed.
oh, so it didn't used to be that way. It used to be that you had to do it in the talent. So I don't know. I think they changed it.
Excellent. So the bear is sitting over the top of my corpse. Literally just sitting on it. What am I supposed to do now?
I guess make crappy bow and do the dance. Do the dance with it.
Oh, irritating.
So you've inspired me to go back to cooking all the things instead of just the few things. I blame you.
Okay. If this thing starts attacking my base just for shits and giggles, I'm going to be really cross.
Hey
Most of them
guys,
seem
what's
to
going
be-
on? Excalibur here, and we are back. ICARUS Open World Stream 4. I'm here with Neurosight. He's in his own, I think, mission right now. He's having the time of his life.
You climb out windows.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you could remove the wall and put it back.
Oh, there's a wolf outside. I'm in hell. So there's a bear, a boar, and a wolf sitting outside my front door. And I've got a bow but no arrows.
Eh.
Why don't wolves and bears attack each other?
Right? Oh, I'm not eating anything. No wonder. Hey, what's up, Battle? How you doing?
got my bag.
Nice.
The bear did eventually wander off.
Oh, there you go. Oh, here you go. A little asteroid mining. Nice.
Now, what I need to do now is work out why I can't put down a stone fireplace.
You in the stone fireplace. You love that thing, man. Don't tell me different.
No, I do. It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
you were trying to play it off like you were in love with the thing.
It's only good if you can put it down.
That's true.
For some reason, it won't let me put it down. Oh, it has to snap on a floor.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Forgot about that. I haven't used one in
So
a
the
while.
foundations don't count as floors.
No. Yeah,
Do
I
I-
learned
do I
that
need
the
to
hard
say
way
it?
too. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It is a bit dumb. So, I told you I made that mistake in my open world, right? Where I went back to the ship so that I can get the backpack. But I forgot to take my armor off and leave it in my base, so I lost my hunter armor.
Uh-huh.
That
Is this in
hurts.
your open world?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can go
Is
back
it hard
up.
to make, or?
Yeah, it's platinum weave and freaking leather, cured leather.
All you need is a few bears to camp outside your,
Well, it's the platinum.
Yeah,
That's kind of sucks.
But platinum's not really used anywhere else, though, is it?
Yeah. Guess not. The problem is I've hit all of the caves close to me.
Right.
I really gotta like venture out now. Fine, I'll get it. Mission challenge accepted, you know? We'll get there. I do need to start growing food. That's what I need to do. Let's get some food going.
I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do once you've got all of the available ore.
Keep mining drills.
But they're so slow and rubbish.
They are.
You know, you leave one running for like an hour and you get one iron node out of it.
Yeah, it needs to be, well, so this
I
is
don't know
the
if the
thing, though.
electric ones are any better or not, but
No, I will say this, though, and this is gonna not be the best answer, but I don't think you're ever gonna run out of caves. You look at the map, and you look at the 4 different biomes, I mean, there's so many caves. Like, you're gonna run out of shit to make before you run out of caves. But
Yeah,
are you
fair
willing?
enough.
Are you willing to go across the map to get to a cave? That's the thing. So I think
Yeah.
that's where the buffalo thing comes in. Maybe, you know, having a temporary shelter, mining, smelting down, and then carrying back to your base. But I don't know. I do wish that there was an alternative to animals to transport things. It just, the risk factor in that just seems kind of messed up. So let's say your buffalo dies. Does the pack stay on the ground with all your stuff in it? And then you have to, like, hoof and tail it back to base, like, 5-6 times?
Yes.
Okay.
That would.
Sounds amazing.
I mean, if your buffalo dies, I mean, they do seem pretty tanky though.
They do. They do.
Um,
Yeah, it's just a deer, though. A dead deer at that.
but yeah, I don't think the animals in their current form make enough sense.
Mm. Okay, hold on. So... Oh, that was the other mission where we had a bunch of iron. I'm looking for the furnace with all the iron in it, and I realized, yeah, no, not this one. Sorry, buddy. All that iron's gone. Yeah, I do need to go hit a couple caves, but I really don't want to. But I need to. Oh, look at me. I already made some nails. Amazing. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Oh, man.
I'm standing here looking at what, 2, 5, 7 wolves,
Damn.
all like bunched up caught on the same rock.
Yeah. Too organized? That's me, man. This is my open world game, so took my time with this base. Made it like a basey base. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm just playing around with some of the interior blocks here. It'll eventually be concrete and what's not.
There seems to be quite a big. The crit stuff is not particularly consistent either. I've noticed. Like I'll shoot a wolf. Sometimes it kills it first time. Other times you have to shoot it 2 or 3 times in the face before it dies.
Yeah, no, it's true. The hit points are pretty, or the hit boxes are pretty weird.
That's such a massive XP debt I've got there.
Massive what now?
XP debt.
Oh shit, oh, from dying, yeah. Smaller now though for the crit location, yeah. Oh, I know what I did. I came back and turned all my iron into steel. That's why I don't have any. 4. Hey, what's up, Treadmore? How you doing, man?
I can't believe I've managed to avoid spoilers for Andor so far.
You said what?
I can't believe I've managed to avoid spoilers for Andor so far.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, I think, well, I mean, unless you read comments, right? But I think that, social media as a whole has gotten a bit better at that. Because I think they realize that, like, if, you know, people see spoilers, like, on your content and stuff, then you're probably gonna lose. You know, people are gonna unsub and stuff. Yeah, I just stay away from everything. Yeah, it's so good though, dude. Like, I just watched episode 11, and
Is it just 11? Is that the last one, or is there one more?
no, there's more. Yeah, that's not the last one. I don't know
Okay.
if that's even the second to last one.
I know that they've confirmed a second series of 12 episodes.
Oh, so maybe it is. Yeah, maybe there's one more. It's so good, dude. Like, I'm so optimistic now about, you know, whoever's doing. I don't even know who's like directing it. But it's,
Well, it'll be different directors, but there'll be a showrunner.
yeah, it's so good. Because I was getting a little worried there with the Boba Fett thing. Not that it was really bad, but it was kind of reminding me of Marvel after Phase 4, and I'm like, oh, okay. Uh-oh.
I think there was a couple of. I think the end of Boba Fett let it down a bit.
No, it's true. The first 3 episodes, I think, of Boba Fett were really promising, and I was like, "Oh man, this is great." And I was never a fan of Boba Fett, but it made me one. It was like, "Oh wait, this guy's got something to him." All right. I mean, how do you come back from getting butt kicked into the Sarlacc pit? Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the most it wasn't the most graceful way to die, right? Like, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty throwaway character in the Star Wars universe. Like initially, it wasn't really like a thing.
No, exactly, and that's the thing. That's, you know, it's not like Lucas was like, "Hey, we're gonna do a whole series on Boba Fett. It's gonna be amazing." No, he was just a bounty hunter, and you know, I mean, it didn't. The Mandalore stuff came after, right? Like that wasn't even like.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All of the backstory and history for Star Wars, I don't really.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't think it was a. I don't think he had that planned out in the originals or anything, right?
Right.
Because I feel like there would have been more. You know, he would have done more. He would have mentioned it. I don't think anything was mentioned about what Boba Fett even is, right? Like the word Mandalore was never in the originals. Right. I could be wrong. I don't remember that being there. You don't like Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cliffhangers either. I'm not a big fan of watching shows once a week, but I do tolerate it for like these bigger shows. But yeah, I feel like that whole format is pretty aged. Like sometimes it's good. I feel like when content is as rich as like Andor is, I'm okay with not being able to zip through it. Because I'll feel like, oh man, all right, well that's it, you know, and damn, like you know, with some of these bigger shows like, you know, Game of Thrones and stuff, it's like you can live with that episode for a week and really kind of think about it, and, you know. So I do like that, but yeah, I don't like the, you know, what Game of Thrones season 2 isn't coming out for 2 years, you know. It's like, what? Like I'm gonna forget everything. We're gonna have to rewatch it all. I don't know. That's a little frustrating. But, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, you don't want something to be poorly made, and, you know, I mean, they need the time to do it, so. Plus, we got other things. I mean, we've got Ahsoka, which I hope is just as good. I don't know if it will be. It could be, though. I think it could be, as long as it's not too much fan service. The fan service thing is what might destroy it. But all we have to go on for Ahsoka is the animated stuff, right? You know, there's no movie content even mentioning her in any way, you know, that Anakin had a Padawan or whatever, right? I don't know. I really hope that they delve into, because I suspect she's a great Jedi, right? I suspect that she's not, well, she said she's not a Jedi in Star Wars Rebels, right? I don't feel like that's a spoiler, so I just said it, but. Yeah, no, we saw her in action. I'm not saying we haven't seen her before. I'm just saying, like, you know, her lore and her story hasn't really been told other than the Clone Wars, right? And, you know, she was a very, very big character in in the Clone Wars, so we know a lot about her, but still, there's a lot to go with there. Like, you could really do a lot with that. I feel like we'll definitely see Hayden Christensen again. Well, I don't know, maybe. I feel like we will, though.
He's cheap.
Yeah, right? Like, he's not doing anything. And I think he did. I think he did good in Obi-Wan.
I've forgotten. Already.
I don't think he was. Yeah, you know, Obi-Wan. They made some mistakes in Obi-Wan. I really liked Obi-Wan. I enjoyed it. I thought it was well done. But they did make some mistakes, and most of the mistakes were what's the third sister, right?
What?
I feel like the third sister, the girl, the one that was like undercover, Vader. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but yeah. So
Yeah.
they, yeah.
Oh no! It's all come flooding back.
Yeah.
How ridiculous the ending was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't like it. I think that was cheesy.
It was stupid. Didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't. It was real. Like, I don't understand what happened there. Like, did they rush that? Did they, at the last minute, want to give her a bigger role, or like, did they want to keep her on for another series? Like, what happened there? Because that made no sense. Yeah, I know, but other people could watch that. I don't like spoiling things, especially Star Wars. So what's the other one? We have the what's that show, The Acolyte? Isn't that a show that's coming out? I don't even know what that's about.
How do you know if you've got shelter or not?
If you've got what?
Shelter.
Oh,
Is there
like
something
an
that tells you
indication?
you've got a shelter? Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's
Should be, right?
fortunate.
Tales that, yeah, I didn't watch that yet. Well, see, so I haven't watched all of Clone Wars, and I haven't watched all of the last season of Rebels. So I don't want to watch any other animated stuff till I finish those. So like I haven't.
So much of that though, isn't there?
Yeah, there's so much. Because there's
Wish there
that
was
new
an
one.
abridged version.
Well, and that's the thing. There are filler episodes, and it is kind of annoying. Like on Clone Wars, there was an episode. Was it Clone Wars or Rebels? There was an episode where Jabba's cousin fell in love with some other weird Jabba chick, and they had to try to reunite them. And I'm like, what the hell am I watching right now? It was horrible. It was so bad. I was like, Christmas special bad. I was like, all right, what is this?
Love Island with oversized slugs.
It literally, like, it was painful. So bad. I will say though, like, Andor will redeem any issue. Like, dude, it's the best thing. And you like Rogue One, like that's your favorite. So
I have a controversial opinion of Star Wars, but I would say that Rogue One is the only redeeming film.
okay, hold on. You're not talking about the originals, right?
I think the originals are good. I don't think they warrant the level of fervour that they instill in people. They're
Really?
okay. They're good. Yeah, I mean, there's aspects of it that haven't aged well, but I do think they're alright. I'm not saying they're bad films or anything, but they're definitely of their time.
Well, that's the key, yeah. Hey, Professor Misery, appreciate you with that 6-month resub. Battle Axe hype, thank you, sir. Yeah, for its time, but see, that's why I have all the respect for it. Is 1978, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, to judge it now, and honestly, to judge it now and for it to still hold up as a entertaining watch and a lot of fun, I think, is it's the storytelling of it. And that's why the new ones suck. That's why the prequels don't necessarily hold up. Because it doesn't have that same level of storytelling. And it's a small story. And that's why
I don't know, like
Boba Fett.
From
That's
a
why I like
critical
the first three
from a
episodes.
critical point of view, though, the story of Star Wars, the original 3 films, it's pretty basic. Like if you know much about, like I've seen some analysis of the films, and there's also a few other people that I follow on YouTube. There's a guy called, there's a channel called like Stories of Old,
Yeah.
who does some pretty good stuff. But I can't remember the name of the guy that wrote The Hero's Journey, which is essentially looks at the core of the majority of myths and
Well,
old
with the
stories.
protagonist and the
Yeah.
I got you.
So, I mean, it seems like George Lucas just read that book and stuck some, glories on it.
Yeah.
So I, from that point of view, the story's it's okay. It's reasonable. I think the film was saved by a few good characters.
Homer's Odyssey. Yeah, no, I listen, I'm with you on that. What I like about, well, obviously as a kid and even watching it back now, is that Luke's not, he's not a Mary Sue. He's not a, all powerful, I'm amazing at everything as soon as I try it kind of thing, And I think that's what made him so relatable back then. And that's why so many people, were, and then even Han was equally like inspiring to other people, other personalities and stuff, more connected to Han Solo. And I don't know, even Leia, Carrie Fisher and everything, I think she was strong, and I think all that was really well done.
Yep.
And
I mean, I like what they did with Leia in the sequels. I like the fact that she went on to be, I don't know, it's not a big deal, but certainly did a lot more with her
you
for many
mean
years than Luke did. Luke
mean
just
when
seemed
you
to
say
just
the
go and hide in a
sequels,
cave.
you mean the new ones? Yeah. Yeah, I've honestly been trying to get the new ones out of my head completely when I think about it. Honestly, and I wasn't that person before, but now, after that third one, dude, that third one really. The second one was pretty bad, but I was hoping the third one would fix it, but it just made it worse. It just made it even worse, dude. I didn't think it could get worse. And now, honestly, I've kind of lost any, I don't want to say respect, that's a strong word, but I've lost a lot of I don't care about J.J. Abrams anymore. I'm when he was first said to have done that first one, I was like, oh cool, yeah, I actually did enjoy those newer Star Trek movies, the first one. Because I wasn't a Trekkie, right? So when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's a new take on, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I liked Alias, back in the day and stuff. So I was like, okay, this could be good. But, oh, bro.
I do think, though, that the problem with Star Wars is that...
Well, it's oversaturated now. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, but also... Okay, so... The originals are okay, they're good, but as a comparison, when you start looking, for example, the new films, you think, oh, J.J. Abrams, yeah, okay. And it's the same with the Star Trek films. Compared to the originals, like the really originals, they seem modern, they seem a bit more upbeat, and then suddenly someone goes and makes something like Andor, or Star Trek Discovery, or something else like that, and you're like, oh, well, that, you know, like that's what you can do with it.
Yeah.
But compared to those, you just think, well, what were you thinking? I don't know.
All right, say the last thing you said. My daughter was done.
I just think that the bar was quite low.
Mm.
Yeah. Then you look at the prequels and how so they were. I do not understand this whole thing about the pretext that you know, oh, they're for kids.
Right.
I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
No, kids aren't stupid, you know. And the thing is, like, you know, we still watch Star Wars, and we watched them when we were kids, so you know, it should hold up. It should, you know, be something you watch beyond that. You know, like I haven't watched Care Bear the movie since I was a kid. But you know what I mean? It's a kid movie, but I don't look at that as the same as Star Wars, right? Star Wars is something that, you know, everybody can watch, and I don't know. My problem with especially these verses, you know, we didn't used to have verses, you know what I mean? Like you had Back to the Future, you had Indiana Jones, you had Star Wars, you had, you know, you had these older trilogies, and you know, some have gone beyond trilogy and everything, but you wouldn't call it a verse, right? And I think when you call something a verse, it's you know, you're looking at stories in completely different points of view, you know. So like Star Wars, you have the originals, and then you have, you know, now you're getting into the Mandalorian, which is a completely different view of the wider universe. You have Andor, you have all these other shows. The problem I have is that, like you said, like you have a bunch of different directors and stuff, and some do these really interesting movies, you know, very different mood and tempo and everything. And I feel like it does kind of mess up the overall world of it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like the same with Marvel, right? So Marvel did a really, really good job at maintaining a certain consistency in up to phase 4. And then, you know, I think Ragnarok kind of redeemed Thor. But now, and I haven't seen the new one yet, but from what I hear, it went even more ridiculous, like in humor. Like Ragnarok was a nice mix, like it was good, and I did like Thor more. After that, I was like, okay, cool. He's not such a, you know, stone whatever. Like it was just kind of boring to me in the first two movies. It was like, okay, you know, I get it, but you know, now. I don't know. It seems like everything is a little. It's like they don't gel together. You know, you watch, you know, Miss Marvel, and then you go and you watch Moon Knight, and it's like I could never see them doing anything together. Two totally different vibes, like of the show. You know, the shows are completely different in every way, and it's just it doesn't seem like it mixes like phase 1 through 4 did. You know, Iron Man, Captain America, they met, first Avengers, like it worked really well. And then they kind of seamlessly went through each other's movies, and it just worked. Like you felt like you were in one universe. You felt like you were in one bigger movie, you know? Even, you know, the Guardians of the Galaxy thing was a little bit out there, but it still worked once you got to Infinity War. You know, Black Panther, like everything just worked. Like when Captain America, Winter Soldier, right? When they brought Black Panther in, and it all just worked. It was really well woven, you know?
I don't think that's sustainable.
Well, we see it's not, because the problem is all the
characters
characters are gone.
No, not just that though, but I don't personally, I'm amazed that they managed to sustain it for so long.
Well, I think that's a testament, right? Because the Captain America movies were really like mini Avenger movies, right? Like they weren't, you know, they were about Captain America, but you know, you look at Winter Soldier had, you know, a lot of people in it. Civil War had everybody in it, except for like Hulk and, you know, somebody else. And then, you know, so it was, like all of those movies were kind of had somebody in it. You know, you had this, like Black Panther was pretty standalone, but at the end you had the Winter Soldier in there, but it was a little extra thing. But I mean, they all kind of worked. I don't know. I think and the other thing with Marvel, the problem is the same thing that happened with Star Wars is they're making it's too OP now. Like it's too ridiculous. You know, when you know, what's his name? Freaking the Emperor is like pulling, you know, big old freaking Star Destroyers, and like, you know, you're like, wait a minute. So you've been recluse underground in this like abandoned temple, and this whole time you could move planets and shit. Like, come on, where did you come from? And then, I don't know. It was just, they were looking for the most epic freaking way. Like, okay, what can we have Rey do now? Oh, I know.
But that's the directors doing that.
Yeah, but where's the oversight? Like, this is Star Wars. This isn't like, this is freaking Star Wars, you know? So now all of a sudden you can pull Death Stars with the Force. I mean, it's, you know, like the whole wrestling with Chewie and the ship thing. Like, it was just too much, dude. It was just way too much. You know, like when you know, that's why I'm really digging Mandalorian, because like it's you know, you look at Grogu does this little thing, and then the little guy needs a snack and a nap. You know, he's like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna take a little nappy nap now. You know, and it's like, there you go. Like, he could do some stuff. You know, you could put out a fire here and there. You could, you know, but he's got to go take a little nappy nap. You know, that's realistic to me. I like that. Yeah, see, you kind of upset me because now I remember the new ones again. I had forgotten them. Damn it. They made Luke turn his back on his friends. Yeah, exactly. It was the writing was ridiculous. Made no sense. Yeah, Alias, yeah. Yeah, but those are, I don't know, the books, yeah. I guess, I don't know. I just think that making, you know, the originals weren't cool because, you know, what's the biggest thing that happened Force-wise in the originals? When Yoda pulled the X-Wing out of the swamp, I think that was the biggest Force trick in the whole trilogy, right? What was better than that? But there was such a pivotal lesson in there, you know? Like, it was like, you know, Luke was like, you want the impossible, and, you know, he does it, and then he's like, you know, it was huge, you know, the whole don't try, do thing. Like, that's what she took from that. I didn't take anything from Rey doing any of the stuff she did. I was just like, how is she flying the Millennium Falcon through all this wreckage? Okay. And, you know,
she is a pilot.
What? A pilot of what?
It doesn't matter.
Bro.
You fly a plane, doesn't matter what plane it is.
Bro. Come on. Did you see the shit she was doing? Dude, there's no way, man. She was doing insane flippity barrel roll. No, dude, there's no way. Through wreckage. Through really thin wreckage shit. No, dude. It was ridiculous. You know, I'm not gonna jump into a Ferrari and be able to go 130 down a freeway I've never been down, you know? Like, I can't. No, you gotta, like, you gotta drive that thing every day for a couple years and really know how to drive this vehicle. And it's not just gonna come like that. Even if you do have some dormant Jedi powers that you're not aware of, you know. I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Really?
It was. I don't. It just wasn't. There was. What did you really care about her? And I thought she was a good actress, but her character.
Honestly, mate, I
cared about.
They
Finn
were
more,
just some films that were made. They were alright.
Yeah.
I wasn't really.
Well, that's the problem. There you go.
Into it, not into it.
Yeah. There you go. Hence the whole problem.
Why is that a problem?
Well, they're not films. They're not supposed to be films.
You can't. What? I don't understand. Why not?
They're more than films.
Why?
This is Star Wars.
But okay, answer me this: What did Star Wars do that made it so much better than other things? And I'm not being flippant or anything. I genuinely want to know, because is it a lack of alternatives?
Well,
And it just snowballed from there.
It was
like,
really
there wasn't anything else, so people just latched onto it, and then
it was 3 movies that were made in the late 70s and early 80s, and they lasted for decades. You know what I mean? Like I mean, there's been other movies that have come out. There's been other sci-fi movies that have come out, but not on that level. You know, the special effects, I mean, it birthed a whole generation of special effects, you know. International Light and Magic became Pixar. I mean, like, dude, like, it created everything. You know?
Industrial Light and Magic. Sorry,
Yeah,
I felt the need to.
You're right. But, yeah, I mean, nah, dude. But, you know, as far as the movies themselves, you know, like, if we only ever still had the trilogy, we'd still be talking about Star Wars. Even if nothing else after the original 3 came out, I still feel like people would be talking about those 3 movies.
Yeah, but why?
Because I don't think, other than Back to the Future, maybe, I don't think there's any other... Well, Lord of the Rings, Back to the Future, Star Wars, I don't think there's any other, you know, set of movies that continue a storyline that have done as good as those 3. Not that I can think of at the top of my head. Storytelling wise, like, you know, and the thing is, like, you never saw movies that, in general, that, you know, were like, you know, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, come on.
What? You died by
Polar
a bear or
bear.
something? Oh.
Yeah, like out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Full storm exposure.
I was gonna say Indiana Jones, but I can't even say Indiana Jones because I
none
feel
of
like the
those
second
are-
one wasn't great.
None of those are set in space, sci-fi in any way.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Dude, Back to the Future is my favorite trilogy of all time.
Really?
Yeah, no, it is. I put it over Star Wars. There's no other trilogy that I think is more fun and entertaining to watch than Back to the Future.
Yeah, maybe.
But, okay, so even the second one in that is a little bit, you know, like, I watched the second one, but I'm looking forward to the third one.
Is the second one in the Wild West or whatever?
No, that's the third one. The second one is where they mess up the timeline and they go back to the future again, and then they go back to... Well, they go to the future and Biff is, you know, taking over everything, and then they go back and they fix the past again. It's just such an amazing concept that you know, and then of course, like, you know, amazing acting and just a lot of fun, dude. Like, it's not like it's also, and it's Indiana Jones shares it too, but it's like it's not a comedy, but it's also not just a gritty action movie. Like, it's both. It's a well-rounded, you know, like it has some fun, but also carries a good story that's not goofy and shit, you know? I obviously can't monologue and play the game at the same time. I forgot what I was doing.
Hang on a minute. If I died, why have I still got a deep wound?
Yeah, I think it carries with you even after.
That's stupid.
It is, yeah, I know, I agree. Hey, what's up, Dedrick? How you doing, man?
I think your stream's pretty choppy, mate.
It is super choppy, and I don't know what to do about that, dude. I don't know what to do. I was looking at a oh god, it's like super bad too. It's render lag. It's rendering the game to OBS, and it's just super bad. So the free fly event starts tomorrow, Dadger? Because the answer is yes, if that's the case. Yes. Yes is the answer to that. Oh, dude, yeah, no, all day I'm streaming that. Let me get ready. I need to download the updates. I need to remember how to play.
You don't. You just need to spawn the game, spawn the ship, and W around it.
Yeah, so maybe maybe it'll be Saturday. I might make that my Saturday stream. Oh, this is unwatchable. What's going on, dude? Like, it's not even like fixing itself.
What causes render lag? When you say render lag, what is that?
So OBS has to take the you know, it's the graphics card, I guess, is the big thing. Like, my graphics card is, maybe it can't handle
Running
both
the game,
and OBS, yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I was looking at because, you know, I didn't tell you this, but my well, maybe I did, but my wife wants to start streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're like slowly getting her so we got a case so far. But so I was looking at, like, you know, 2022 builds and stuff, and dude, my build is so outdated now. Like, it's crazy. Like, but yeah, my card is just, it can't handle this game. It can handle Empyrean just fine, but, you know, once you start playing something rather new. So I need to update. What you have, a what, a 3090?
No, 3080.
3080, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine's,
Which does the job.
yeah. So mine's like 4 years old now. This is bad, dude. Like, unless you guys just want to listen to me rant, like, I don't know how much This makes sense to continue streaming this. This is horrible. The 10 of you guys watching are freaking legends, man. Because this is like one of those little picture book stories, like where you just like quickly flip the pages. That's what this is. Oh, this is so bad. Flip books? Yeah, it's a flip book. I mean, at least my voice remains the same. It's just graphical, but it's just, yeah, there's no excuse, dude. It's horrible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I have a 2070. But yeah, no, it just seems to be pretty dated now.
Went from a 1080 to a 3080, and it was a pretty substantial.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I do wanna be playing some good games coming up here too, especially what's that other one? Starfield. You know, there's a couple games that I am looking forward to checking out that I'm gonna be kind of upset if I can't, you know, due to the system or whatever. So yeah, I think we gotta get her PC going first, but maybe I'll just borrow hers.
Well, it depends what she's going to be streaming.
No, it doesn't. She wants the best. I want this. I want it. So.
But you could give, if she can stream stuff using a 2080, then.
No, trust me, dude. I can't. She's already said she doesn't want any of my old shit.
We'll just tell her you bought it secondhand.
Well, so the first thing is she wants like a 50-inch screen, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Word. She's like, no, it makes sense, and I'm like, you can't sit 5 feet away from a 50-inch screen. You're gonna kill yourself. You can't do that. But you know,
I got an ultra wide and I love it, and I would
yeah. So
I would struggle to go back.
Makes sense, you know. Yeah.
But it's starting to show its age now.
What's the size of it?
2, I want to say.
Yeah. Your setup's a 50-inch TV 5 feet away? Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I can do that. I have a... What is this?
Count the pixels.
I want to say this is 27. I have a 27-inch. I went from a 15 to a 27, and that was crazy. When we first had this system, that's when I was using the laptop. Yeah, but don't they have to be like OLED for you to be able to use a TV as a monitor or something? Something like that.
Alright. I'm in my little shelter. I've got my fireplace. Let's hope the polar bears don't turn up.
Yeah, see, you got the same card as me, Daddy. So you got the scanner out?
Yep. One thing, I don't know whether it will help or not. I can send you a link to Clean Drivers. There's a guy on the Guru 3D forums that's been putting out clean video drivers for a long time. So it strips out all of the back-end rubbish that you don't need.
Oh, interesting.
What's the streaming software that Nvidia have? Is it GeForce Now? So it pulls all the GeForce Now stuff. It strips all of that out. Anything you don't need, it takes out. So then you're not running stuff in the background.
Yeah.
That might help. I'll send you the link. It's just a forum post, but he keeps them up to date.
Nice.
And then make sure you strip out your old drivers first.
Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna mainly just be streaming Diablo and stuff.
Right. Do that on 2080?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on, talk yourself into it. I mean, they've come down a lot in price. Is this supposed to be doing something? Oh, it is doing something. 25%, okay.
Oh, you had the 1080 before and you ran with no issues. Interesting. Well, I've had this 2070 for almost 4 years now. It's been fine up until this game. So I don't know. I think the game just has.
It's not well optimized.
No, it's not.
I don't think I'd go for a 4000 series. They're way too expensive.
Yeah, no.
But you'll pick up a decent. You could probably get a 3080 pretty at a good price now.
Yeah, I think so.
What are you building?
Generator room.
Why are you building it so far away?
Because it's annoying and loud. Like legit, it's fucking loud and annoying. And the water pump's gonna go in here too.
Okay.
Well, no, actually it's not.
Huge.
'Cause, yeah, the generator, yeah. And you actually kind of need two of them. That's why I got this.
That's a weird model as well.
Yeah.
It's like they took a kind of small generator and just made
Yeah,
it big.
Yeah.
No, Dedrick, I'm not even in his mission. I'm not even in his world. It's just him.
Yeah, it's just this is my open world. I'm just having fun today. Like I'm not doing a mission today, so I'm just kind of building up the open world thing, having a little fun.
Do they snap?
They do. Yeah, they do. It's weird how some things do, right? Don't you kind of wish everything did? But then I'm glad it doesn't, I guess. But I wish you had a choice. That's what I want. I want a choice.
Isn't there a way to turn snapping off? I thought there was.
I don't know. If there is, let me know. Like the kitchen stuff snaps, but then it's just weird. I don't know.
Why does your bed look like it's made out of plastic?
I don't know. It does look a little uncomfy, right?
It looks like it's ready to be wiped down after some sort of nighttime disaster.
Oh, a refrigerator.
Priorities.
No, I won't. I need to, I want to make the material processor, actually. Yeah, we're making that before I do something stupid. There we go. Material processor is where it's at.
Are you close to the snow biome?
Yeah, I'm right where we built last time. The lake. This is the lake right here.
So, the old, the sort of tier 2 fridge is pretty good. You just load it up with ice. It lasts a long time.
Oh, the ice? Yeah, the ice thing? Yeah. Oh, no, that would be the wrong button. I didn't know before that these could go outside.
Oh, yeah.
Drying racks.
Well, kind of weird that you would put a drying rack indoors, right?
Yeah, well, I guess I was afraid of losing, you know. But yeah, in hindsight.
I have noticed that the cooked, like the stringy meat and the other stuff, the cooked version is definitely better.
Yeah.
Rather than the dried version. I mean, the dried ones last longer, but...
Well, real life too, right? Like... Fresh seared steak over jerky any day, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
I don't really like steak.
Of course you don't, Nero. Fucking course you don't. What's your protein of choice?
Peanut butter.
Well, you know what? I can't knock it. That's in my top 5.
No,
so
I just
can't
I never I don't dislike steak, but
I mean, listen, I don't like eat it once a week or anything, but I do, you know, when I get a good steak, I'm a really happy clam, you know.
Maybe I'm just too fussy.
No, I don't know. That's
I don't like bad steak.
So you don't like bad steak? Who likes bad steak? I hate bad steak.
I don't know, but most of the steak you can buy in a shop is pretty bad. It's not great.
Oh, so you're talking on the level of like the cut of it and everything, like not even the cooking method, or you're talking like
all of it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't like rare meat.
Rare meat?
In order to, yeah, like meat. You know, when you cook barely
you like
cooked
well
steak
done?
and all. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is a controversial thing about me too. Is I prefer like medium, even medium well, down here because I get a little scared of the original meat down here. You know, and I think that's honestly I think that might be a foreign country thing. You know? I think like you know, like it's one thing to know who your butcher is, and then you know you get it and you cook it yourself, and cool. Like then I'll do a medium rare. But yeah, if I'm ordering from a restaurant, like down here, it's their custom to always ask like how I want my hamburger cooked, and I'm like, yeah, no, well done,
that's
bro.
weird.
No thanks.
Yeah,
I'm not trusting your ground beef.
undercooked Brit. You shouldn't undercook mince ever.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's it. Return to dropship. I
Nice.
did a lot. Oh, polar bear. No, go away.
Yeah, I don't really care for well done. I mean, I'll eat it. I'm not like, it doesn't.
I basically don't
disgust
want
me,
blood
but
in it.
Yeah, no.
If I can avoid blood, then I'm kind of alright.
Yeah, but appreciating a good, medium steak is that's a thing.
But my wife always complains because we'll go to a really nice restaurant, and though she gets these vouchers where you'll get 2 main meals for the price of one or whatever.
Right.
And I'll be like, oh, can I have the risotto or the
Oh, you'll order a side dish.
the pesto pasta, and she's like, yeah, but you could have lamb shank. I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like it. It's like, what are you talking about? And I get a lot of grief.
That's funny.
So I have to make sure I put the backpack and the 2 modules in the ship, right? I won't get those back if I'm wearing them.
Wait, the what? The modules? Yeah. Everything. You'll have to recraft them.
But if you're wearing it, I don't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never took off the module. Yeah, anything that's connected to your suit, I think, is fine. Yeah, don't worry about the module. I've never taken that off and put it in my thing. But your axe or any of those other devices, furnace if you have it, fire or whatever.
I don't have any of those currently. But... Yes, I want to leave. Nice. Show me the money.
Congrats, man. That was good.
Don't really get much for that, do you?
What, 125? Something.
Yeah.
That's good. Whatever gets you closer to payday there, the payday mission.
Well, that's it.
You still gotta do searchlight scan, right? You gotta do that over the one we just did.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, don't it? It
I
gave
can
you
do
credit to do it?
I can do deep vein extraction.
Okay.
I've got to do death ray scan.
Death ray scan?
Yeah.
What?
It's the one after the dry run expedition that we did the other day.
I thought that's the one. I thought we just did death ray scan. Not death ray, but searchlight scan. Do you have to do searchlight scan?
That's a different one.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
I do have to do that. So
the whole
there's
point
2
is
routes
going
to
up.
get. Yeah, but you're trying to get to payday extraction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's
You go the
2
desert way, you
different
go the
routes
snow
to
way.
get there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was figuring we'd do the desert mission together.
Yeah, so the next one on that is this gather canyon geodata for new drop zones.
Right.
But that's only a 1 skull, so that's probably pretty quick. we can probably get that through that at some point.
Yeah. Aww. Cable management makes me crazy in this game.
So maybe there's your first mistake, calling it management.
Sure. Well, that's why I set up my foundations the way I did, so that I could put walls over the cabling. So I've done all the water piping and everything. That one's gonna be exposed though, that's annoying. I'll have to fix that. Nice. Artemis Rouge is releasing a better ship similar to his The Animal this week. I'm familiar with that.
Artemis Rouge, the really rude guy.
You gotta be more specific. What? Do you... What? I honestly, I don't recall, but okay. Battle said he's going to reverse engineer it. Right on. Alright, we have generator. And now we can do all the things. Alright, let's move all this. Oh.
Your stream seems to have sorted itself out a bit.
It's sporadic. It's weird. Like, I don't... The last time I did this with the generator was the cause of it. But now, I don't know, dude. I've given up trying to understand it. I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, until I get a... another computer, that's not happening in the foreseeable near future, so... Just gotta kind of rock with it, you know? Watch how fast this shit goes. It's so ridiculous, dude.
Huh.
Epoxy. It's like nothing, dude. Super quick. So this allows you to make composite paste, which is how you make composites, but you need an electric furnace to actually cook composites. That's the next venture here. Make myself some composite armor like a boss. missing tree sap? Wood. You go chop wood, guys. I'll lag the stream. Hold on. Every freaking tree is burnt. Yeah, I know it's true. The game has a whole lot to do with it. Because, you know, reading the forums and stuff, there's people with, like, epic systems that have the same problem.
Anyone know what this enable creature IK or 1K simulation? What's that?
Where you get that?
It's in game settings.
Lumberjacks, Sam, that sounds interesting. Like, in theory, I should like those, like, Dyson Sphere, Factorio kind of games, but I've never met one that didn't frustrate the hell out of me. I think Factorio was okay. Huh?
You didn't like Factorio?
No, I guess I didn't fully play Factorio enough. I need to keep playing it, actually. I enjoyed it. I didn't... Actually, yeah, there wasn't anything I disliked about that game.
Right.
But Dyson Sphere made me crazy. Satisfactory makes me crazy.
I haven't played Dyson Sphere for a good while.
Yeah. I returned it. I had bought it and then I had to return it. I don't remember specifically why, but like triggered me somehow. I don't remember. I don't know, dude. Like, I played thousands of hours of StarCraft back in the day. Like, that was my shit. But yeah, no, like, I can't.
But Dyson Sphere is nothing like StarCraft.
No, I know. I just mean, like, you know, top-down, you know, management of things.
Right.
Games. You know what I mean? Like, I used to really dig that shit. Oh wait, so what am I doing? I don't need to use that anymore. I can use that. Oh, so much faster. I make a tree sap very fast. There's an electric carpentry bench. I wonder how good that is. Should I make that? Oh. Hold my beer. Electric carpentry bench. Oh, composites. Once I get that, though, we're gonna make the sticks real fast. Real fast sticks. You need sticks? I got you. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. I guess, I mean, I guess you just kind of grow out of games a bit, right? Like, I was a huge FPS player for over a decade, and then I went into I went back to RPGs, Guild Wars for 5-6 years of my life, and then every other World of Warcraft clone I could find, and got sick of that. Went to World of Tanks, played that for 4 years, and then survival games, and now it's all survival. I'm still on the survival game train, so I guess after a while it's the genre, and I think it's also the community. The FPS community in 99 to 2008 is different than the FPS community after that, drastically changed. It used to be tactics and cooperation, and I'm sure you can still find that, but it's not like it was. Wait till I get this electric furnace going on. Shit's about to be on.
It's a pretty significant upgrade from the portal.
Yeah, bro.
Pestle and mortar? Messel and porter?
Mortar and pestle, Or, mocoleta.
It's a weird thing to know in Spanish.
Well, yeah, I mean, so Southern California, like a lot of Mexican population, and that's a very signature traditional way of making salsa.
Okay.
Yeah.
My son has discovered that he really likes burritos,
Nice. There you go.
and he's like, "This is the best burrito in the world." And I'm like, "It's a Guzmini Gomez. It's like the McDonald's of burritos. It's not that great." Right? I was like, "I'm pretty sure there's better burritos in the world." He's like, "No, this is the best one." just you wait.
Dude,
One day.
Yeah. No, it's funny. My little ex-cow, right? She she gets to go up to the States every once in a while, and go and get her big sister or whatever. So, we don't have McDonald's down here. We don't have anything down here like that. There's no franchises. So she doesn't even know what that is. So when we go up there, she gets the McDonald's, and a Happy Meal with the cheeseburger and she gets the little yogurt thing, and she that's it for her. That's the best. That's the best hamburger. I'm like,
Right.
No, not even close. But for her,
It's the toy.
It's amazing.
It's the greatest marketing coup ever.
No, but she will eat the whole she won't eat a hamburger if I make her one. Like she'll nibble at it. She'll take it apart and she'll eat the things individually. With that, she just picks it up and eats it like a hamburger. Which I don't know. It's a thing.
Sam's a bit more discerning about his hamburgers.
Yeah.
He openly admits the only reason he likes McDonald's is because he gets a toy.
Oh, okay. Well,
He quite happily goes somewhere else.
Makes sense.
If they did toys.
Yeah.
I've talked him around to eating chickpeas now.
Nice.
We're slowly getting there.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's because Call of Duty set the bar, right? They showed the industry how much money you could make on a freaking FPS game. You know, and that, honestly, Call of Duty also birthed all those free-to-play clones. Microtransactions and shit like, you know, Combat Arms and Operation 7. And, what was it? Warframe? Not Warframe. Warzone? Not Warzone. But yeah, there's Warzone now, but the older Korean knockoff like Call of Duties and stuff that came like a lot of, and I played them all. Like my Combat Arms character is embarrassing how high level it is. It's ridiculous. Soldier Front, like I played all those. But yeah, Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2 was when I stopped playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty 5 is what really ruined it.
So which is it Modern Warfare 2? I think I played with it had a really good story. Well, no, not a good story, but it had a fun single-player campaign.
So funny, I'd never played any of the single-player campaigns in those games.
Right.
Because I was a part of a big community, and we would like play co-op front lines and stuff, and you know we'd do mods and stuff where we'd play like the front lines mod for Call of Duty 4 was amazing, dude. It slowed it down, made it more tactical. You couldn't actually like run and gun per se.
Right.
Like it just slowed it down, so there wasn't all that like dolphin diving, you know. Yeah.
I'm too old and slow.
Yeah, I mean, I could still. So, Escape from Tarkov, I like. I was having fun in that. What was that free one we played when I couldn't play any more Fortnite that day? I forget. It was oh, PUBG. PUBG was okay. I was enjoying that. Yeah, I don't know. I still like FPS. I guess it doesn't hold my attention for too long because there's no real. It's like World of Tanks, right? But at least World of Tanks, you have the goal of tanks. Like, what's the goal in FPS? I guess maybe to get a better weapon or something. Like, that doesn't really hold me.
I know I got a few friends that are playing Overwatch 2 at the moment, and they seem to be enjoying that.
Yeah, so the other thing about FPS is I don't like future shooters. I was never a fan of future shooters. So the only one that I tolerated was 2142. Because I was a huge Battlefield 2 player. 1942 and Battlefield 2, I played the shit out of those games. I love Battlefield 2, dude. It's so good. So I tolerated 2142, but otherwise I don't like pew-pew laser guns and shit. Like, I'm not really into that. That's why even in Empyrean, you see me favor the bullet rifles and stuff over the pew-pews. But yeah, even Battlefield jumped on the Call of Duty train and messed up their game, and it's unfortunate. Soldier of Fortune was the first multiplayer FPS I ever played, and I had a big community in that. Blade Collective, and even their sequel was a Call of Duty clone, and we had waited like 10 years for the sequel. Like, here's a sequel, it's a Call of Duty clone. It's like, wait, what? Really unfortunate. Alright, well, we've reached the point in the stream where I have to go get a bunch of copper, and I don't feel like it, so I think that's it for tonight, guys. Yeah, I don't want to run all the way to another cave and get copper. But that's the beauty of the open world. Like, you just kind of play it when you want, and slowly enjoy it. That's how I'm gonna treat it. But I have been thinking though, like I do wanna play some tanks. I was saying that before the stream. Like I think that'd be fun. Like maybe do a stream.
Isn't there I can't remember what it was called now. It was on my wish list for a little while. There's a tank game. It's like a first-person tank game. It was on Steam.
I don't know. You're not talking about War Thunder, are you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's still on my wish list. I think I removed it.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I know. Play me some World of Tanks, but we're definitely gonna. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna do some Star Citizen on Saturday. There, that's gonna be a good time. Get to fly the Drake Corsair. Super excited about that.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be good. So we'll definitely do that. But yeah, I think maybe when are you able to do another mission?
What day are we on?
It
What day is
is
today? Friday today.
yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah. Friday.
I probably won't be around again until Monday.
Okay, so like
So, a few
my
days.
Monday.
It will be your Sunday evening.
Oh yeah, no, we could yeah, we could potentially do that. Yeah, do a start the desert mission here. Let me jump out and go to the map. I don't like World of Warships. I have what do I have? I have a tier 8 and I have a bunch of I didn't like it. It was cool. I mean, it's all right, but there's just not as much tactics as there is in World of Tanks. You know, you're in the water. Like, you can dodge things, you can hide behind islands and rock formations, but I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't do the same for me as tank warfare. Tank warfare has way more strategy and tactics to it. I think they did a good job with it. I mean, it's better than World of Warplanes, but what's not, you know? But yeah, no, it didn't hold me. I didn't really care for it too much. And I was really excited about it being ex-Navy and everything. Like, that was, you know. But, nah. The game just didn't have enough, it was very repetitive. Very, very repetitive. So, let's see here. So Death Ray Scan, yeah. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think that'll take us a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So we'll see if we can. Let's try and speed run that, and then.
Yeah, we can start another one. That waterfall expedition, I don't want to do it, but we're gonna have to. Might be alright. Might be tolerable. I don't know.
Why? What's wrong with it?
You have to build a big bridge over a huge mountain
Oh.
with ramps and shit. And it's just
Hell Let Loose.
Hell Let Loose. Oh, okay, it's a game.
Have a look at that. That's a tank one, and you have to play with. I think it was that one. Maybe it wasn't. It was a different one. I'll have a look. I'll look it up and let you know.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, me too, guys. That's gonna be it for today. Thanks, Neuro. Appreciate you guys hanging out, even though the stream was choppy as shit. Apologies for that. I don't know what to do about that, but yeah, it's frustrating because I love this game, but it's like, is it streamable? You know, like it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. All right, dude. Take it easy, man. Still looking. I'm still looking for it. It looked really good. It was like you know, you needed like 2 or 3 people to man the tank, and then
Oh, that's cool.
like a proper. I think it was Morphologist that I saw play it.
Oh.